Hey there, online students. It's Monday, April the 11th. Welcome to the 12th week of classes. This is Dr. Buer, and I hope you're doing great. I wanted to talk you through a very important issue that the registrar keeps in front of us. It's about when you can withdraw from this class and get a W. If you look at the appropriate webpage on the seminary website, you'll find that for a 15-week course, we've already passed most of the deadlines, but if you want to withdraw with a W, which means that there's no impact upon your GPA, this has to be done by 11:59 p.m. Sunday following the 13th week of the semester. We're in the 12th week, so you have practically 2 weeks to make that decision, but you have to do that by the end of next week, which would be Sunday, April 24th. So I want to keep that date in front of you. I don't think any of you need to drop, but if that's in your possibility you want to consider, you need to get that done within a couple of weeks by Sunday, April 24th. If you don't, you have to get the grade that you receive based upon the work that you do. So keep that in mind. I'm trying to help you. I want to be available to you, but if you decide that it's just not going to work, you can withdraw and get a W. It doesn't affect your GPA. You don't get any refund back. That has to be done obviously earlier in the semester, but you could at least salvage it in terms of no impact upon your GPA. Now, also keep in mind that if you want to get an extension, meaning you want to turn something in past the end of the semester, which occurs on Friday, May the 6th, that requires that you get a extension request approved by the credits committee. And that is something that you can access through the registrar's office online, submit a request, etc. You have to talk to me first, though. They will check and see if you have spoken with me. So email me if you've got some questions. We can talk through what the rest of the semester looks like and whether or not an extension might be appropriate for you. Okay, so without further ado, let's talk about what we've got going on for the week in our classes. In NT 5103, we are currently finishing up our syntax work. You'll notice that we're all the way at the end. We're getting ready for syntax exam number 2. So I want to encourage you to just finish out these last few assignments, any of them that are remaining. You've got them all done, but if there's any that are outstanding, get those done. I'll grade those within a day or two, and then you'll be ready to approach the syntax exam. Check out this page on the information on the syntax exam, and it will walk you through what it's going to look like. It's just like the prior exam, except now it's covering a different section of Dr. Wallace's text. All right, now in NT 5104, what we're currently working on is the process of exegesis within Gospels and Apocalyptics. So there's several lectures that I've recorded here. You'll notice that in this module, you only have to worry about reading and completing the videos. But you ought to also go ahead and be working on your exegetical paper. That's going to come up a lot quicker than you think because you haven't done any work for it yet. You've got to do everything from scratch. So work some on it every day. Make sure that you're getting some progress done, and in short order, you'll be ready to turn that in at the end of the month. In NT 5110, we are now in a module on what's called the New Perspective on Paul. And that is a new way of interpreting Pauline passages. Probably a better way to say it, it's a new way of understanding the Judaism of the first century that Paul was interacting with. And it gives us a new light onto how he was thinking and talking about various issues like justification and works of the law. So that's a rather short module. There's nothing to turn in. You've already done your big paper, no problem there. And then of course we have the final coming up, and next week I'll give you some insight into what the final is going to look like. If you're interested though, take a look at the final exam overview page and go ahead and get some insight into what the final exam is going to look like. But all in all, we're in great shape to finish the semester. We're kind of in the home stretch. We've got 3 weeks of class and then exams, and so everything's coming to a close pretty quickly. So be in touch with me as needed if you've got questions or issues, and I will respond right away, and I'll be praying that you finish well. Take care and have a great week.